This is going to be a chakra energy check-in. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you might be experiencing throughout the chakras or energy centers in your body. So let's take a look at the overall messages for the current energy. We have, oh my goodness, look at this. I was like, what is that? It's the star. What a beautiful card. Okay, so in general, the star represents healing, blessings, wishes coming true. It could even indicate falling in love. Okay, so anything is possible, right? When you wish upon a star, there you go. There's a song coming through. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Look at the bigger picture. Very true. Anything is possible. You know, sometimes you think something is just not going to happen, or you don't believe it. But here's the thing. You have to look at the bigger picture. Everything happens for a reason, and it happens, you know, for us, not to us. So again, everything in divine timing, right? So let's take another card here and see what we need to know. Accept help. Wow. You know, I just posted a video about feminine energy here on YouTube, and I'm not surprised. Blessings. You are blessed. Look at the bigger picture. Are you in your feminine energy? Are you allowing yourself to receive? And are you able to basically accept help? You know, it's okay to have help. It doesn't mean you're weak. You know, it's okay. That's all I keep wanting to tell you, that it's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some cards looking at the chakras and clarify with some oracle cards. So let's start off with the root chakra, the base. This is our Mars energy. 10 of Wands, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally exhausted. How many of you are feeling like you're in that energy right now where you're just tired? And you might be feeling a bit of a full moon hangover, because literally as I'm filming this, we just had the full moon in Gemini. Okay, so let's get some oracle cards to feel this out. Trophy, victory. So this is my whole point, is that everything is going to be okay. It really will. You have to believe in yourself. I feel like the camera's shaking again today. I've said this before. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so you might be having a little bit of heartbreak or interference, grief, funk, sadness, mourning, feeling let down, emotional pain. Okay, so, I mean, here's the thing. I've noticed this every time I do these chakra readings, that one side of the oracle cards is a lighter side, the other side may be a little darker. I don't know. We'll find out as we go. But, you know, right now, I think we're in a state of rebuilding, right? I always say with every step we take, imagine a staircase. Every step we take, we have to release an old one. So let's take a look at Venus, which is the sacral chakra, right? Self-worth, self-value, and self-respect, how we love, how we spend money. Let's see. What do we need to know? Temperance. Patience, patience, everybody's favorite. Patience, forgiveness, reconciliation, something brewing. Alchemy means we're turning something into something else, okay? So, let's see what we need to know with the oracle cards. There you go. Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting. They're growing. They're expanding. Forces of the universe. And this is really important, okay? And to understand that it's out of your hands. It is written. You know, yes, you can make moves for yourself, okay? Personal, spiritual growth and evolution. But let those moves take you wherever you're meant to go, right? Something is brewing. You can definitely feel it in the air. Microphone. News, expression, speak truth, communicate, being heard. You know, one of the themes of the full moon in Gemini was that, you know, maybe people are not necessarily feeling heard. Now, I've mentioned this before. When I used to teach French to my students, we would often talk about the two verbs, you know, to hear and to listen. To hear meaning the ability to physically actually hear, and to listen, which means actually processing something, you know? And I think a lot of the times we don't feel heard. right? So interesting. There might be some communication here that you're making or that you're receiving. Things are shifting. Let's take a look at the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is your personal power. Let's see. Eight of Wands, manifestation. I want to remind you, whatever you put out is what you get back. Okay? So you've got to be very careful with your thoughts, your feelings, your words, and your actions. Okay, the elephant, gentle energy. Have your wits about you. How many of you are having very intense dreams lately? There's definitely a very powerful energy, maybe even telepathy. Maybe that's the communication. Could very well be. But that card also says obstacles removed. And this is the thing. When we're feeling the Ten of Wands energy at the very beginning here, that mental, physical, spiritual, emotional exhaustion, it requires a lot of strength and courage to get through those tough times, right? Onwards and upwards always. I always say, if I got to make it or break it, I'm always going to make it. There really is no option. There isn't. Because what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to stay in that old energy? I don't want you in that energy. I want you pushing forward. Even when it's tough. See, look, here's the thing. Very likely. I always say, your mindset is everything. Wow, did you notice the lighting change? I don't know if you saw that. But, oftentimes when we don't believe, right? We talked about this earlier. We don't believe. We get in our own way. And then as soon as we start changing our perspective and we say, you know what? It is likely. Absolutely, I can have that. That Eight of Wands, when you manifest or you shoot your shot or you put yourself out there or you project that energy out there, it should be of a nature that says, I can have this. I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. Now the lighting changed again, which is so funny. Went back to light. Okay, let's take a look at the heart chakra and see what we need to know. What's going on in the heart? Ah, the Tower. I think you're having a bit of a shakeup in regards to your emotions. And I'm not surprised because look, full moons always bring things to the surface. They reveal things. They force us to purge and surrender and to let go. And on top of that, we just had Thanksgiving in the US. And, I've been saying this a lot lately. Being around friends and family is a wonderful thing, but it can also provide a lot of stress. Not everybody has stable relationships, okay? And we always have to remember that we don't know what's going on in other people's homes or relationships, right? People can see the surface. They never know what's going on behind closed doors. I used to say this to my students all the time, and I'll give you an example that's about material items. I would have students that come into my classroom, and for whatever reason, they would want to tell me about a friend, of course, random conversation, daily conversation. And a student would come in and say, oh my gosh, my friend just got this. They're so rich. And I would always remind them, listen, it's not our place to comment on other people's financial situations. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Anyone can make payments. We don't know. They could be swimming in debt behind closed doors. I mean, I grew up that way myself too. We looked like we lived very well, but we had a lot of bills to pay, a lot of financial stress. We lived on a farm. Farming isn't easy. And I always say, we can't just judge people for the outside. And that's the same thing with relationships, or even on social media. We see things and not all that glitters is gold. And so I guess what I'm saying is that when we go through the holidays, and we do have the Christmas holidays approaching very soon, this is when we start to have more tension, or pressures to give, pressures to placate to family and friends. And, this is a time where you really have to maintain your boundaries and to be in tune with your emotions or keep your emotions in check, which is not always easy, okay? I don't know why I'm going on this side note, but I kind of feel like it's important for someone to hear this. So if you are having a bit of a Tower moment right now, just know it's okay. This too shall pass. And you have to look out for yourself. The Fox energy says, do for you. Now, this could also indicate that something's not right. So if you're feeling like something is not right in regards to a romantic relationship, a friendship, you know, family, work, whatever. You've got to make sure that you are listening to yourself. Now, if you're not sure, right? Sometimes people aren't sure. They say, well, is it anxiety? Is it my intuition? I mean, here's the thing. If you feel something is just not right, listen to yourself. Roll the dice. Take a risk. Interesting. Sometimes you have to play the game. I do agree with that. Pick your battles. This is actually, there's one of the lessons that maybe I need to tell you. Always pick your battles. I'm never going to pick a battle that I can't win, ever. I learned that in the classroom. You could pick at every little thing a student does or a person does. It's not going to serve you anything. You bite your tongue until you're ready. And when you're ready, different story. You're not gonna back down. But be selective in how you respond to things right now. Okay? Let's take a look at the throat chakra. Let's see what's going on with our communication. Three of Swords. There's sadness in the air. There's sadness in the air. What are you sad about? What are you feeling? Everything is going to be okay. I'm thinking of Three Little Birds, the song. Listen, everything's going to be okay. A vibrant, abundant life. You have to look at the bigger picture. I'm coming back to this. You are blessed. Look at the bigger picture and accept help. There's something more to this reading. Wishes are coming true. Look at this. I know it. Okay. What else do we need to know? Person of water. Now, you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but this isn't necessarily about zodiac sign, or your person could be, or a family member or friend. It's not even about that, though, necessarily. This is about emotions, you know? I think that this full moon in Gemini, you know, is about communication, like I said earlier, and I think there have been some miscommunications. I think that people have been speaking on other people's behalf, you know, like in regards to how they feel, as in like to assume how somebody feels. You know, there's nothing more powerful than an I feel statement. Nobody can ever dispute that with you. If you attack, like in a dispute, you know, with but you, but, you know, all that stuff, it doesn't serve you. But as soon as somebody says I feel, how does anyone dispute that? I feel this way. I feel this way. Nobody can tell me any different. And I think it's very important to choose our words very, very carefully. Now, let's look at the third eye, which is Jupiter. Her intuition. Clarity. This is what I'm saying. Look at the bigger picture. There's clarity. Clarity's coming. I really feel there's going to be a strong aha moment or epiphany somewhere. Successful. Get it done. Motivated. Persistence. You never give up. This is what I'm saying. You got to make it or break it. You're always going to make it. And that doesn't mean you're not going to have bad days. You're not going to have tests. But you get up and go. You know, when a baby learns to walk, does a baby fall on its face and say it's never going to walk again? No. So why would you? You would never let a child give up. You would never let a child say, I'm going to fail this test or this exam or this project. So why would you? Repairman, this is all about healing, fixing, or reset even, upgraded. This is what's happening. There's a major shift that's taking place. And let's take a look at the crown chakra. Let's see what we need to know. What downloads? Five of Coins. Here's the thing. I almost want to take two cards for this because I feel like there's more to this story. Five of Coins is all about feeling left out in the cold, but it can also talk about negative thinking or bringing attention to your weaknesses. Yeah, see, Two of Swords. This is the question. The age-old Kelly question. Are you in the old? Are you in the new? And you know what's interesting? I don't know. Maybe this is just me being cheesy. But like, I'm looking at the orange card here, which is Venus, sacral chakra, right? Self-worth, self-value, self-respect. And I'm looking at this like path to this orange over here to accepting help. Are you being stubborn and feeling left out in the cold? Or are you going to accept help? Or are you going to go into a new direction? Which one is it? because the Five of Coins means you generally feel left out. Maybe you're feeling left out in a friend group. Maybe you're feeling ignored by the person you love. Maybe you feel like you're left out of your family functions. Maybe Thanksgiving was very difficult for you, or Christmas, feels uncomfortable because you don't feel like you're a part of something. Or maybe that's at work. You don't feel a part of whatever. But my point is, are you in the old? Are you in the new? Where are you going? What direction? And help can come in all forms. Maybe this video is help for you. Maybe something will come in that will just give you a boost, that will make you feel better. You have no idea. You have to believe in yourself. You've got to work on your healing. So let's see. Let's get the oracle cards here. The light bulb. See, here's the thing. You're going to get the clarity that you need. I know that you will. Okay? Let's take the other oracle card here on this side. The Knight. Confident, heroic, messenger. Oh, knight in shining armor. Look at the color. Oh my gosh, you cannot even make this up. Look at this orange here. Look at this path. This is like somebody coming in, okay? But this is also not just that. It's your strength. It's your confidence. It's your passion. It's your determination to be in better energy, which I know is what you want. The question is, which energy are you going to choose? Are you in the old? Are you in the new? I want you in the new. Okay, let's take some Power of Surrender cards here just to see what you need to surrender or surrender to. And so this is my point. Oh my goodness. I do this for a living. I don't know why I'm so shocked. Surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. It's exactly what I said earlier. Don't compare yourself. You do not know what's going on behind closed doors in regards to material life, as in material items or relationships, whatever. You have no idea, okay? So let's get another card. Surrender to your intuition. What did I say? Okay, it's like the universe is like, I said what I said. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Remember we talked about the fox earlier. We said, if something doesn't feel right, listen to yourself. Wow, I really love this reading. I really hope it resonates with you. As always, I appreciate a subscribe, a like, a comment. If you'd like to do a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio. These are things I can help you with, and I'm happy to do so. So thank you very much for your kindness and support, and I wish you an amazing day.